The reason why Ivy League colleges are all going to be requiring the SAT again is because the students that they accepted for the past few years without test scores are failing. But don't worry, you don't have to take my word for it. I brought the receipts. This chart comes straight from the report that Dartmouth published when they announced that they're bringing back the SAT requirements. And what it shows you is a direct relationship between the student's SAT score and their freshman GPA in college. And what it proves is that people who did badly on the SAT also did badly in college almost every single time. And this should surprise literally no one, because if you have trouble taking tests like the SAT, you're going to have trouble in college because most of what you do at an elite college is take tons of difficult tests. But wait, it gets worse. This chart from the same report shows you who actually sent in their SAT scores during admissions. And what we found out was that it doesn't matter what your income level is, doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter what your race is. The only thing that actually predicted whether or not someone was going to send their SAT score is how well they did in the test. So the people that sent in their scores were the ones who did really well, and the people that kept the scores to themselves were the ones who did really badly, which is why the people who were accepted under test optional have such a hard time performing well in college. So no, as a group, the students admitted without test scores are definitely not as qualified as the students admitted with test scores. And while there will be exceptions to this, it's more than enough to convince every school in the Ivy League to drop this failed test optional policy, because it's absurd for us to try to compare students who went to different high schools using their high school grades. You need some kind of objective measure like the SAT. And if you don't believe me, if you don't think this is exactly why they're doing this, just go on the university websites. They literally say straight up that they're dropping test optional because it failed.